Show you how to make animations in Chimera. And for this purpose I will use the same trypsin benzamidine complex to show and tell a story on how the benzamidine inhibits trypsin. Now you can think about making movies as is in the case of real movies. So you have to have several scenes and you transition between the scenes. Luckily, Chimera can do all this transitioning automatically, and you can see how this is done. In order to familiarize yourself with this movie making process, I refer you to go into the documentation and read more on the animation. And in the animation, you have all these commands explained in very detail. Okay, now when you want to make a movie, you have to have a script. So you have to know beforehand what you want to show and how you're going to show. So before you even start, it's a good idea to sit down and write a script or description of scenes which will be used to make a movie or animation. Okay, so in this example, I would like to point out what is the enzyme, where's the active site, and where the inhibitor binds to it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we have our model panel. This is our structure, 1 BTI, and we have to somehow prepare it for what it's to be shown. Okay, so how we are going to start? Let's say I want to introduce the molecule to the screen, and I can use this cool trick. For example, if you go to side view, I can make this molecule appear on the screen somehow. Okay, so this will be the beginning of my animation. Let's say, so what I'm doing here right now, I'm just moving the scenes. So I would like my molecule to have dramatic intro. Okay, that's something like that. So this will be my beginning. Okay, since I have the initial idea, I can start the animation. So you go to Tools, Utilities, and Animation. And this is a fairly simple process. You have to create your scenes, you have some actions, and every scenes that you create, you put on the timeline, and this is how you create a movie. All right, so this will be my scene 1, the beginning of it. So I'll have black screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on that scene, and everything that's on the screen right now, it's captured. So this will be my beginning initial scene. Now let me go back here, and I want to make a second scene to show the enzyme. And I can do that. Once I'm ready for it, I will click scene, and you see the thumbnail here. This is showing you what you just done. If you click between the scenes, Chimera will take you to particular state of that scene. Alright, so what do we do next? Now I want to do a little bit of overview, rotation, say, so I'm going to start rotating that, and as I'm happy with this frame, I will click one frame here, so it's added. Okay, this is the back of the molecule. I will add another scene. Let's see how it looks like from here. Another scene, and I will take it even farther to the beginning. That's my initial scene. Okay, now let's say I want to show the surface. I can also do that by just creating the surface of it. But for that, I would like to select only the peptide protein portion. So what I will do, I will just select structure, protein, and let's try to do the surface with that. Okay, so we succeeded in making a surface, very good. Although I got some warning here, but it's okay. Once I see the surface, I can click on another scene. Right? What I can do now, I can zoom in into this active site. I will create another scene like that. And what I can do, I can see, we can show even different transparency. Let's go surface transparency 90%. Excellent. I will create another scene like that. Another scene like that. Now I will remove the water. So I will just actions, atoms, hide. Okay. This will be my another scene without water. I will zoom it even closer. And now I would like to show my catalytic triad. So you can see here, because there's a surface here, I cannot select anything, any residues, but I will go and into my model panel and hide it for a sec. Okay. Now I will try to show my catalytic triad. So this is my serine, 195. This is my histidine, somewhere here. Okay. And my aspartic acid, somewhere here. I would like to show the atoms. And I will try to color them separately. So let's make this residue green. Let's make this residue magenta. Oh, and I have to select all the residue. There you go. Magenta. Very good. And then I have to go back and recolor that to heteroatoms, so I know where is all the carbons. I can repeat that also for here. Color green. And I think select all the residue. Color it by heteroatom. Very good. And let's make this aspartic acid shown in orange. Excellent. So I will turn on my surface again. Okay. I will create another scene like that. I will make it scene like that. I would like to see scene like that. And then what I would like to show is how benzimidine binds to the enzyme. So to do that, I would like to show the binding pocket. Okay, so one scene like that. Very good. I would like to make my surface less transparent, so I will stick to 0. I will create another scene and I will zoom it so that I have it centered on the screen. Okay. Very good. Now I want to make it again transparent, 90%, so I see what's inside. And then I would like to turn off the surface, create another scene. And what I want to do, I want to get rid of this front piece. So I will use this interface to clip that. I cannot clip this too much. Okay. Once I'm happy with it, I can add this in. Very good. Let's color benzamidine residue into some nice color. Let's make it purple and color it also by heteroatom. Excellent. I can even zoom that and create another scene. Perfect. And what I would like to do, I would like to show the distance between the two, so the interactions. So let's go and set this distance selected. I can create a scene like that. Then I can do something else. I can select this one and this one. Do the same thing. We can position it even better. Create a scene, and now what we can do, we can go and put some labels on it. So bring the label dialog. We can point here, let's say benzamidine. Can put a bigger size. So like that, put 50 here. And let's put another label here. Okay. Very good. Let's create scene like that. Nice. And then let's say we want to deselect that. Very good. We can now point to arrows and say we want to show electrostatic interactions here. So let's make us arrow just like that. Can move it. Once we have it, we can create another label that says electrostatic interactions. this time I want this label to be different color. So I will use color editor to create that. Once I'm happy, I will close this dialog and I can show this in my scene. Okay, I can move it a little bit, but now it went out of the plane, so I need to move this cut line. Very good. And create another scene. All right. Okay, once we're finished with our script, we can go back to our scenes, click on scene number 1, see how this works. So if you move in between scenes, you can see how everything is done. Now once you have a set of scenes, you can play your animation. Alright, so what we can do, we can just start dragging that into the timeline. Okay, I want this one here. I'm going to skip a couple of steps just for the purpose of showing what is done. And just like that, a couple of transitions. Okay, just keep going until you tell your story the way you want it. Okay. Let's do one of these. Let's say one of these and one of these. And now the magic will happen. So if you want to play your movie, see how it looks like, go to first scene and click on this play button. And as I do that, I will move this dialog away so you can see how movie works. Alright, it's going. So right now we want to show the overall molecule, see how it looks like. On the inside, show particular catalytic triad, all the atoms, the active site on benzamidine, how it looks like on the inside, what is the distance between the atoms, and what is done. Now here is the idea that you can go back and forth and use your scenes multiple times. So let's say I want to go from this scene back to my original scene. So I'm just going to drag it here. If I highlight this one and click play, I will transition to the next scene. So I can add another one, and let's see how this will look like right now. Very good. Okay, once you are ready and you're happy with it, you can click Record Movie. And this will open dialog where you can save your movie and it will be encoded into MPEG format. So let's try that. Okay, here, give it a name. Let's go rendering, use super sample. You can do advanced options, but I will not change anything here. I have my quality the highest. You can also transcode that later in some other software. So let's click record. And what it will do, it will just render all the frames and it will make a movie. So I will just pause it until everything is finished and then we can play it. It will take some time, I guess. So it's capturing frames right here. All the transitions. The timeline is going here. You can see that. Now, once you have the idea, you can also introduce additional steps. You can do additional actions like rock. If you drop it in between, it's gonna rock your molecule or roll it. And it's very flexible. Alright. Okay, now animation is finished. I can see it here, it stopped, and I can take a look at the resulting video that was created. Alright, but before we are ready to view it, the codec has to code that, so it will take additional couple of minutes before everything is converted into the file and we are able to play it. In the meantime, you can always save your session. That's a good idea. So then you can go back and open it and run the animation from the animation panel if you are not ready to produce final movie. Okay, when encoding finishes, you see that movie was successfully saved here, and now we're ready to view it. So let me click on it, let me open it. Oh, there you go. Because of the large screen resolution here, I would have to minimize a little bit the window so it fits into here. Okay, let me see a little bit more. Okay, so let's see how the movie plays now. Now you can edit it additionally in some other software. Looks good. Okay. So this is how you make movies in animations in Chimera. Very simple, very effective. When you have your movie in MP4 format, you can directly put it into your PowerPoint file and play it.